You see, I would never say these things, at least not in a public address, but someone else would. Someone like Jordan Peele. This is a dangerous time.
Welcome to the show. Today we're talking about a concerning trend that's been making headlines recently. A fake image of Pope Francis wearing a stylish white puffer jacket and a bejeweled crucifix went viral over the weekend. Unfortunately, many people mistook it for a real image, even though it was actually generated by an AI program called Midjourney. This is just one example, though, of how rapidly developing AI technology could soon undermine our own ability to distinguish between real and fake images. While it's been possible to create fake images with Photoshop for years, AI tools like Midjourney, OpenAI's DALL-E, and Stable Diffusion are now making it even easier for anyone to generate photorealistic fakes in seconds. According to AI expert Henry Adger, these tools have become radically accessible and more sophisticated within the last year even, generating images that look increasingly realistic. Unfortunately, this means that it's becoming more and more challenging to tell the difference between real and fake images. Mr. Adger also noted that while there are currently some visible flaws in these generated images, those flaws could even be ironed out within the next couple of months. The concern is that people may not be able to distinguish between real and fake images even when scrutinizing them closely. While most users sharing AI art on Twitter are flagging it and not intending to deceive people, this trend is still very concerning, especially if this technology falls into the wrong hands, which inevitably it always seems to do.
I may be 80 years old and I may have a few drops of dementia here and there, but I'm sharper than a steel blade and vibrant enough to outsmart the best tech geniuses around.
AI experts are also concerned about the risk of using these images on everyday people who do not have the resources to stop their spread. Dr. Mahari Aiken, who works in ethics at the Alan Turing Institute, warned that these images could be used to create fake, incriminating images which could be used for various purposes including bribery, humiliation, or to distort the political process. Even misinformation experts can be vulnerable to these fake images. Dr. Daniel Joly, an assistant professor at the University of Nottingham who specializes in misinformation, admitted that he didn't realize the Pope photo was fake when scrolling through Twitter. He noted that if the images meet people's prior beliefs, they're less likely to question them because it feels real to them. Being repeatedly exposed to fake images and narratives can also convince people of ideas that are just not true. So while AI-generated images can be entertaining and amusing, it's essential to be aware of the risks that they pose. We need to be cautious when sharing images online, especially if we're not sure whether or not they're real or fake. As AI technology continues to develop, it's crucial that we educate ourselves on how to distinguish between real and fake imagery and work to prevent these tools from falling into those wrong hands that I mentioned before. What are your thoughts on the future of deepfakes though? And make sure to let me know in those comments down below. But for now, I've been your host Johnny Rogers and I'll see you on the next one.
You've been listening to The Johnny Rogers Show. New episodes air every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.